Welcome to the womOwned podcast.
I'm Pamela, and I own the Foxy shop.
I own your polished aesthetic and your sexual journey.
And I'm Janelle, and I own Brilliance.
This is going to be fun.
It really is.
This is where you get to hear our uncensored discussions about everything from sex and relationships to politics and feminism, and the art of balancing being mothers, business owners, and having a social life.
Which I don't have enough of.
No.
I mean, we're all working on it.
I need more.
It's hard to have that balance.
It is.
We're trying to be the change we want to see and working to create a world we can all succeed in.
We have shit to say.
And you're going to want to hear it.
So please follow our Facebook and Instagram and subscribe to our podcast on YouTube and other podcatchers. Just search womOwned. You can stay up to date and be a part of the community we are creating. Please go to our website, womOwned.com, to subscribe to our newsletter. Just so you know, we will explain at the end of the episode how you can be highlighted in our special episode 3. So, Your Polished Aesthetic is a business that I started about 6 years ago doing nails and brows and lashes. I have since narrowed it down to just doing nails, pretty much. And I've built my business on so much more than just doing nails. I think that I built a community, and I've really built to make sure that everyone feels comfortable in my space and people feel like they can talk to me about things, and I really value that, and that's turned into what I enjoy more than anything, which led me to starting Your Sexual Journey, because I love talking about sex and
sure
hearing
does.
about sex, and
She's taught me a lot about sex.
it's fun to learn about sex.
Pretty fun.
It is.
Yeah, it's pretty fun.
Absolutely.
How about you, Janelle? Tell us about Brilliance.
So, Brilliance is a boutique branding agency. I do branding and web design, and I work pretty much exclusively with women entrepreneurs. I've just always really been into supporting women, and ever since I was very young, I was into supporting women in business, and I was kind of a nerd. Kind of really a nerd. And
A sexy one, though.
oh, sexy nerd, yeah. And yeah, I've just always found it really important to support women, and for women to have something of their own that they're creating, that they're building, and especially in terms of financial independence, pretty important.
Mm-hmm.
Very.
Mm-hmm.
How about you, Pamela? Tell us about the Foxy
Oh,
shop.
the Foxy shop. The Foxy shop. Well, I started it in 2011 in the Exchange District, and it's a modern pinup shop, but it's grown to be more than like just a dress and accessory shop. It's more of a community now, and I started out thinking about it being just for women, but it's actually for all people regardless of your gender or size or age, and it's just a place where you can basically rock and roll and be yourself.
Yeah, it's always a fun place to be and
Yeah,
meet other people. It's a
Yeah.
great place to meet other
It
people.
is.
Yes.
It is.
Oh, is that where we met?
It's almost like that's how we met.
It's almost like that.
It's almost
And
like
it's important to me, like I'm so glad that it's grown to be that way, because
Absolutely.
I mean, it is a retail space, but you should be able to be comfortable shopping no matter who you are.
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
You know?
And you've definitely created that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You.
It's
absolutely.
amazing how many people leave there feeling so much better than how they felt arriving.
It's really everyone else, is not just me though. It's just everyone that comes there is pretty awesome. Almost everybody.
That's the reality of business. Isn't
I mean,
it?
it is
That's
retail.
reality of retail.
It is retail.
Can you describe the Foxy feeling to Pamela? What
Oh
is the
my
Foxy
Lord.
feeling? Why is the word Foxy?
Did you know there was going to be a quiz?
Nope. I didn't. Well, Foxy actually kind of means sexy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's what I like. That's the vibe
That's
that I
what
wanted.
you-
I
yeah.
wanted like a modern pinup, kind of
Sexy
edgy, but
energy.
I wanted a sexy energy.
Yeah. It's
I
awesome.
really did,
Mm-hmm.
because I think people need to be able to own that too
Yeah.
Yeah,
and celebrate
for
it.
sure.
So I started out, I've always been an artistic person. I've always enjoyed drawing. Even when I was a kid, was always drawn to art and people.
And your family's artistic.
Yeah, my grandma's an
yeah.
artist.
Yep.
My grandpa on the other side is a published artist. It's been around me my whole life. And so that was kind of my beginnings, and just very social, always having a wide variety of different friends and interests. And when I was in high school, I thought it would be fun to take the nail tech program, and didn't put much more thought other than that seems fun.
That seems fun. Yeah.
I was planning to go to university to be a translator, and
I
decided.
didn't know that.
No?
Me neither.
Oh, I was going to be a sign language
did
translator.
not know
Oh, that is cool.
Yeah, that was my plan.
That's so cool.
I went to
Class
university
change.
for
Yeah.
5 months and dropped out.
Alaina, I did not know that.
Yeah, I dropped out after 5 months because I was just not focused. I was not ready.
Yeah.
Well, it wasn't for you at the time.
It wasn't for me at the time. It
It's
wasn't the
okay.
right time.
Yeah.
So when I dropped out, I decided to do the nail thing for a bit, and that was when I started seeing things in the salons that I would just do different. And I think that was kind of the first bug of like entrepreneurship starting to peek out of like, I would do this different, and those things starting to take over. It took me several years after that, because that would have been 2007, 6.
You were a baby then.
So
A little baby.
A little baby.
So since then, I worked at a few different salons, and when I got fired, that was my stepping stone to deciding to go on my own, because sometimes it's the bad things that turn into the best things.
It's so true.
God bless being fired at the
fired.
right time.
It is, it's true.
Yeah.
And then meeting Pamela at the right time, and starting
Is that-
my business.
is that when you-
It was shortly before, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and starting my business out of the Foxy shop was the beginnings.
It became far more Foxy when she was there.
I mean,
And then when Janelle
Double
came to
the
visit,
foxes.
oh my lord.
Yeah.
Double the fox. Triple the fox.
Yes.
exactly.
Yeah.
Would you like to tell us about your beginnings of your entrepreneurship journey?
Yes, for sure. So, as stated before, I was kind of a like super eager, nerdy kid, and I, for some reason, just really love starting my own businesses all the freaking time. So
Like you started super young, right?
super.
That's amazing.
My best friend and I, we had like the classic lemonade stands, and we even started a church once in my shed. And we started a door-to-door cereal sales company.
See you.
Like we were like 10 years old. And
Yeah,
and it was just always like, I can still remember like how exciting it was, like, oh my god, we have this idea, we're gonna do it. And I was always creative too, like, drawing all the time. And so that that turned into my aunt asking me to design a logo for her new tanning salon back in the day.
That's so awesome.
And so I drew up this logo for a real business, not my own cereal sales
I bet you did
businesses. And I was hooked. It was so awesome, and getting to help my aunt start her own business, like that was awesome. And that was when I knew
That's exciting.
this is what I should be doing. And of course, life kind of took me a couple different paths. I went to university and dropped out twice.
I didn't even know that.
I went twice and dropped out twice because I still, I wanted to be a teacher at some point.
Right.
And in between that, I went and did my web design diploma, and I loved it, and I don't know why I kind of went back to it, but I did. And and I guess as a child also, actually I should have brought my report card, because it says I have a report card from grade 1 that says Janelle has a strong sense of moral justice.
From grade 1?
grade
Oh my
one.
god, we have to see that. That's amazing.
It also says that I have
And it's
trouble
true.
accepting roles other than leadership in group work.
I wouldn't have imagined that.
Yeah.
How about you?
And so yeah, so I've always, I
That's
guess,
so cool.
I've always been really passionate about moral justice and about like human rights and progressive causes. And so, you know, the meeting of getting to help women with business and getting to, you know, free myself financially and you know, build up my own confidence and just create something beautiful of my own life and getting to help other women do it, it just really all
And
fit together very nicely in
glad
a
that you
little
do.
package.
We're
Thank
really
you.
glad that you do.
Thank you.
I
And,
did not go to university ever.
That's all right.
That's all right.
Ever. I did every single thing that you should never do. I'm gonna be honest.
I mean, I did that too.
I'm gonna be really honest.
I did a lot of the things
I
you shouldn't
did
do.
every
I was the
single
person
thing
who
that
drove-
you should never do to
drove
start a
you guys.
business. I never went to university. I didn't make a business plan. Like, I did everything wrong.
I
I'm
didn't
gonna
make
tell
a
you guys
business
more-
plan
I'm
either.
gonna tell you guys more about that another time.
day.
But I was 17 or 18 and I worked in a lingerie shop, and I, much like you, I was like, I would do this differently.
Mm-hmm.
And I just was like thinking of like displaying things differently and thinking, and I love lingerie. That's actually my first love. Like, I wanted to design lingerie, and I still want to. But yeah, I was like, this could be done so differently.
Yeah.
And more people could be welcome, and that's kind of
Yeah.
that's when I
And
decided I'm
designing
going to open
lingerie
my
to
own
fit
shop one day.
everyone's size
Yes.
and not be a totally different design. For...
Absolutely, and not like put all the sizes in different areas.
Yeah.
Like hang them all in the same rack.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I just
Such
was like,
simple concepts that just seem
Yeah.
to be evasive.
but yeah, that's kind of where that started.
Yeah. And I love how you.
The short story.
Yeah. Yeah. The short version. The full version's for another day.
Yeah.
We're all gonna get a little more in depth with our path on another
Yeah.
episode of this. So Pamela reached out to Janelle and I about 2 months ago.
Was
I guess
it?
it'll be
Was it
almost
even 2
3.
months ago?
No, I mean by the time the episode airs, it'll be almost 3.
And I was
right,
super
right, right.
scared. I was super scared to do it.
That's so funny.
I sat on it. I sat on it for like 4 to 6 weeks.
Amazing.
I was like, they're either gonna say yes or no. And if they say no, I'm gonna be so sad, but
And what
I'm
did
still
you
gonna
say?
love them. You said yes right away.
Yes, we were so excited.
Right away.
It's funny because around the same time, I guess you started thinking about it. I had started thinking about starting my own YouTube channel or podcast, but hadn't put any traction to it because I wasn't sure where to start on my own and what my path was going to be.
Exactly.
And you reached out at the perfect moment.
And I
was
too
so
was gonna do
excited.
it on my own, but then I was like, who? I was like, no, these two is who I want to do.
Yes.
Like, I was like, it has to be them. Like, that's how I was feeling.
Yes.
Yeah. So that's why I reached out.
Yeah.
Yeah. So from there, we were trying to figure out names for it, and
And it happened on your deck outside, didn't it?
yeah, we finally figured out the name on my deck, but I feel like the process is a little funny too, where
It
we were
is.
like, it was our first time butting heads a little bit, but we still were like super friendly about
They
it.
were butting heads through
About the
a
title?
text.
About the title.
I don't even remember this anymore.
It was a text thing, and I stayed out of it.
Yeah, you did.
Oh, the texting.
Yeah, when we were texting about what we were going to
What was
call
my
the
idea?
podcast.
Like,
It was
it was
just the first-
obviously not memorable.
It was just the first time I'd ever seen you guys. Like, it wasn't a big. It
And
wasn't
you
like,
could tell we were like
Yeah, I was
tiptoeing
like-
around each
Yeah,
other.
we
We're
were
like,
we're not
I was like,
tiptoeing, we were
these two
debating
bosses.
kindly.
These two bosses
Yeah.
are like gonna decide.
It was my first moment of like,
Yeah.
oh, 3 bosses now have to agree on things.
Yeah.
Yes, that's
Like-
that's very different for us.
Yeah, none of
is.
us have had to answer to anyone
No.
else
No.
for a long time.
very long
But
time.
I actually feel like we're doing it really well.
I think so
I think
too.
so,
That was
absolutely.
really like, and
Yeah.
that was really
Yeah.
mild, but it was just a
Yeah.
moment of like, I was like, I really like femsplain or something like
femsplain.
that.
Oh,
And
right.
then you were
right.
not a fan of
You
femsplain.
weren't
No,
having
I wasn't. I didn't like nasty women.
Yeah.
No, and
No.
I actually have to say I loved it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but she didn't like it.
I just don't.
And
And
you
all
know
of us
nasty.
needed to agree.
Yes.
So
Yeah,
it's-
absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Oh, because I was thinking angry fucking women.
Mm-hmm.
And angry didn't mean anything to you, and nasty
Yeah.
didn't mean anything to me. So it was like, well, obviously we haven't landed on the right thing. And then we
Exactly.
showed up on your patio, and you
Yeah.
were like, "How about womOwned?"
And it just happened.
And
like
I instantly purchased the domain name.
yeah, like
because it was
immediately.
so obvious.
in the heat of the sun that day.
Yeah, it was
I
perfect.
had been like just having extra creative energy right around then because we had been started talking about this, and I just thought, like, wouldn't it be cool if there was a website that you could search all the women-owned businesses you could desire? Because I would love to support women-owned businesses more, but how do you find them?
And I just feel like the other local directories aren't really doing a great job, and also the barrier to entry for those directories is pretty steep. So we wanted
that to be different.
Yeah.
Because there shouldn't be. It's like in business anyway, there's so many barriers to entry for women, period.
Yeah.
And that's gotta stop, yo.
Absolutely it does.
It does.
So I mentioned the idea, and Janelle was like, yes, let's do this, and bought the domain, and here we are, finally making it happen. All three of us knew we wanted to work together at some point.
It didn't take too long.
No,
it
we
has
fucking
been,
moved.
These two move really fast.
We moved on this. Yeah. Oh my god.
It's been a whirlwind.
And we have big plans.
We got big plans.
Yes.
Big plans.
Gotta move fast when you have big plans.
That's true. Like, clock's ticking.
So we can introduce a little bit about ourselves personally. So, Janelle, do you want to start? Or do you want me to start?
Do
you want me to keep starting?
Are you flirting with me?
I think they
always
flirt a lot.
Oh, when am I not flirting with you?
They flirt a lot.
We probably should be
It's
married
so
or
cute.
dated or something. Dating.
In another life?
In
Or
another
maybe
life,
just
for
at
just
a
later.
time?
Maybe
Time.
later. Yeah.
So, I am. What are we talking about?
Yourself.
Myself. Oh.
Let's talk about you.
A little bit about you, like your.
Okay, so
I can start
I'm
to go.
I'm a brand and web designer,
Yeah.
and
What intersections
I love,
do you fall in?
Oh, okay. So I'm a woman, and I have my background is French Canadian Métis, and I am a queer fat babe.
I'm a fat babe Jew. Just saying.
And is that what
And like how you grew up, like
You grew up with, like, your parents were like in kind of a nuclear home.
we talk over
Oh,
each
yeah,
other.
so-
You guys will get used to it.
Yeah, so classic, two parents and one boy, one girl, and a dog and a white picket fence. We had really awesome childhood. We moved around a lot, so my brother and I became really close, and our entire family has always been very close. I'm married now to a bearded angel of a man.
There is.
He's just the best man.
She tried to tell us he was
probably the
just
best
her
man.
friend, her buddy.
I honestly
For the
believe that, you
longest.
gues. I honestly believed it.
Yeah, I mean,
I was
for
an idiot,
like
but-
for a man-hating feminist to get married to a man,
I
he
know.
had to be pretty great.
So yes,
Who said
exactly.
that she was a man-hating feminist?
Me.
Oh! I'm like, what? Who said
Janelle
that?
self-identifies as a man-hating feminist.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
But you don't hate men.
No, I just don't hate Nico or my brother or my dad.
I
And
actually
some
love,
of- and
I
some of
actually
my
love
male
men.
friends.
I love men. I just think that some can do better.
I think
most can do better.
I want them to be.
I want them to be better.
I want them to.
I have high expectations of them. That's
I
the
do,
thing.
absolutely.
I think that they
As-
can do
as for
better.
women.
Or do
They
you
see
really
people
have
like-
high expectations? Do you have expectations that are not like pieces of shit?
Yeah. That's
Well,
okay.
since we're raising sons, I
You're
have
getting
high
so off
expectations.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, well that's more on topic.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
So, yeah,
So
so
you-
I'm also a mother. I have a
Sure.
son. He's 14
The
months old.
cutest.
He's so
The cutest.
he's so fucking cute, you guys. Like,
Maybe
I'm not even being biased.
maybe he can come in the podcast.
Yeah, he should someday. And yeah, I just
And how old is he?
14 months old. And it's been I didn't always want to be a mom. Like I did,
At
but
one
I didn't
point
think
you said you
I didn't think I was
ever.
capable of it really. I knew that I would have to have a really strong partner, and I didn't think that I would ever have a partner that was incredible enough to
Co-parent.
That's
co-parent.
a beautiful way to put it.
But yeah, so when Nico and I finally realized that we weren't just friends, I knew that he always wanted to have a family, so it was like, all right, well that's the price that's the price of admission to ride this train.
Right. I like
So
that.
yeah, so we got married and had a baby and moved into my parents' basement.
Because
You know,
sometimes
the
plans
standard,
get derailed.
the standard, you know, how you're
Life's
supposed to do
journey.
it.
Mhm.
And
All three of us have lived
Yeah.
with our parents
Oh, hell
again, with children at
Yes.
least one point.
yeah, it's fucking hard, especially when you're self-employed.
It's really
Yeah.
Like it
hard.
just, I don't know.
But
man.
it's been necessary.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah,
I'm glad we could.
And you don't get mat leave when you're self-employed.
No, you
and
sure don't.
No.
sure don't.
Or,
So how about
your
you,
sick
Pam?
days?
Well,
Tell us your origin story. Because you are a superhero.
I grew up, I'm an adopted child I have 3 siblings. I grew up in a little town called Enola, which is just outside of Winnipeg. I was the only black girl in the whole town, and my parents are both white. And they're like literal angels on the earth. Like I couldn't ask for better parents. Siblings maybe, but no, I love my siblings, and I have an Indigenous brother, a black brother, and a white sister. Oh yeah, I'm a mom.
You're a mom. You have a
My
kid.
son is 20. Alaina keeps saying he's 19, but he just turned 20.
Oh, my bad.
So I'm the old lady here.
Oh my god.
And I'm the
I had-
baby,
I
apparently.
had him
if
pretty
we're
young,
using
but
those spectrums.
He just turned 20. I've been a stepmom to my stepdaughter since she was 4. She just graduated from university last week. And even though I'm not with her dad anymore, I still am in her life because that's my son's sister, right?
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, I grew up like fishing and like going to the lake. And I didn't really dig all that, to be honest. Like, I like it, but I just
But it was
couldn't
never
wait.
for you.
I just couldn't wait to move away from that small town.
Yeah, no kidding.
And when I was 17, I dropped out of high school and did just that.
Mm-hmm.
We'll leave it at that.
More to come.
Yeah.
Yeah. I personally identify as a queer woman. I am polyamorous, so I believe that I can love more than one person. I like to date more than one person. It's I just like to love.
I forgot to mention,
Really?
I'm a straight, black, fat baby.
Yeah. Yeah, you are.
I love men.
love and hate. It's a love-hate relationship with
Yeah.
men most of the time, right?
But I love women and I want them to do really well.
Yes.
I'm a girl's girl.
We definitely all agree
Always
on
my
that.
whole life. Always.
I too am a mother. I have a 12-year-old daughter. So entering the teens. It's been it's beginning. It's interesting. And yeah, so we came to meet each other through the Foxy shop,
Mm-hmm.
through modeling for Pamela. Her
That's how it
infectious,
happened.
magnetic personality
Absolutely.
drew us in.
True, like a moth to the flame. Like 2 moths.
And then, yeah, the rest is like history.
Yeah.
We
Yeah.
became really good friends.
Yes, we all.
I remember the first things that you bought.
Yeah.
It was a sexy nude pair of heels, and I think it was the door, like a floral skirt. You.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I think so.
Yeah.
And
Thanks for buying those, by the way.
Yeah.
And we all kind of bonded
I
over
loved you
over
guys
similar
meeting.
similar things.
Yes.
Like similar things that we've been through and beliefs and values, and we all were coming out of abusive relationships and working to put that behind us and, you know, do something better for ourselves and our families. And
Yeah.
And we want to help other women do the same.
Mm-hmm.
Other people and other women.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there's definitely been a lot of synchronicities between us.
Mm-hmm.
Though we all are very different.
Yeah.
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 It's pretty rad, I'd say.
Yeah.
Pretty rad.
All of us are born on the 7th of the month
Yes,
that we were born.
That's amazing.
I think that's pretty fun. So that's why we've decided to release our episodes on the 7th
On the
of every
7th
month.
of every month, yeah.
Lucky number 7.
Lucky
Why
number
not?
7.
Like, that's pretty amazing.
Yeah.
It is. It's neat how that happened.
And
What
then,
else?
I mean, yeah,
Oh,
we're
we
all
all-
moms. We've all been through a lot. We're
We're all
been in-
celebrating our 7th year of business next year.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
That'll be a celebration for sure.
Holy shit.
And we can't wait to bring you guys and get to know you guys too, and bring you along on our journey, and yeah.
And on that note, we're gonna have links in the show notes to everything we've relevant, like our YouTube and channel and the Facebook, Instagram, website. It'll all be linked. But if you, as well as we're gonna have a complete transcript of all of the content.
Yes, very important.
Because we believe that everyone should be able to hear what we have to say, or read it, whatever works best for them. We want you to stay in touch with us, and we have some questions.
We have some questions for you guys.
Yeah, we want to hear from you. So to contact us, it's going to be info@womOwned.com.
WOMOWNED.com. We'll put it in the notes.
Yeah. So we would like to know what brought you to us. How did you find us? What makes it interesting? And
tell us about yourself.
Tell us about you and your journey, a little bit about you and your journey into business.
And if you think that there's anything you'd like us to cover or talk about that we can feed your mind with our nonsense.
We've made it this far.
We've made the mistakes. Hopefully we can help you not make some of them.
We've had some great successes.
Still planning on making quite a few. But, you know.
But like, hopefully you don't repeat the ones we already have.
Yes.
Yeah, absolutely.
So...
And how can they be featured?
Yeah. Last but not least, we want to highlight your business. Please tell us about yourself, how you got to be a business owner, and what makes your business a bit special. We will be highlighting 3 entries in our October podcast. That it will be our 3rd episode. And we will then be highlighting 3 businesses. So you should probably tell us about who you are, what makes you and your business special.
Women owned.
Yes.
Women owned business.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just in case you didn't
And
catch
we
it.
really want to thank someone.
Sam Lair.
Sam.
She's amazing.
Sam Lair
Killing it.
of Lair
Videography?
Video imagery?
It's a mouthful, yeah.
How do we say it, Sam?
It's Lair video imagery.
Please contact her if you want to have the most poppin' videos. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah,
okay,
it's true. And I also want to add in that our vision of women does not have to be cis-het women.
No.
We believe that anyone identifying with being a woman is a woman, period.
Yes, that's very important to us.
We do our best to be intersectional and accepting of everyone. So
we welcome you.
We welcome everyone to, view us, talk to us.
And we're also supporting not like NBs.
Yes.
And,
non-binary, etc. It doesn't, basically just no cis-het men,
Basically no cis-het.
They're highlighted on their own.
They've got enough. They've got enough. We'll keep a little something for ourselves.
Yeah. So only 33% of the millionaires in Canada are women.
That's gross.
Let's change that.
Yeah. Thank you for listening to womOwned. We've got shit to say, and you're going to want to hear more. Please follow our Facebook and Instagram, subscribe to our podcast on YouTube and other podcatchers, and just search womOwned. So you can stay up to date and be a part of the community we are creating. Please go to our website, womOwned.com, to subscribe to our newsletter. Love us or hate us, please review us. We appreciate your input.
We can take it.
Who's gonna hate us?
We can take it.
I mean, hopefully no one, but some of the best growth is through criticism.
Absolutely. Peace out.
Just kidding.
Bye-bye.